Hello, everyone. My name is Oksana. It's Road to Edoverse, weekly Edoverse Insider, the 47th. We deliver the news about our creation of our project Edoverse. And as usual, Tokugawa-san, could you please open today's session?
Okay, thank you, Oksana. Hello, everybody. This is Iehiro Tokugawa. So this is the second time, part two of my how should I call it? My explanation on ooku, what people refer to as the shogun's harem. But well, I don't know very well about a harem, which I think is an Islamic custom. But you see, this is based on the Chinese system of having so many concubines, so that the imperial bloodline continues for sure. But as while in China and the Middle East, the harem had eunuchs. In Japan, we could not even castrate animals, so let alone people. Therefore, women were managing women. The shogun's wife usually would come from an imperial princess or a imperial court noble, and she is called midaidokoro. And how would it exactly be translated? The highness kitchen or the lord kitchen dame? Whatever. So it was a kitchen, but since they come from families of very high social standing, if her child were to become shogun, then the influence of the Kyoto imperial court will become over the shogunate will become very strong. So it was practically a custom to have for the shogun to have children with the second or third wife. Which were chosen from all the maids of the Lord Kitchen Dame Midaidokoro, and there were surprisingly about 500 of them, 500 maids. So there was so many samurai serving the shogun in the shogunate, and then there was a parallel female bureaucracy within the Ooku. See, there is the midaidokoro at the top, and then next will come what they refer to as the toshiyori, literally the old woman or elder, the elder. But this did not refer to their actual age. It was more about their management ability. And then after that, below that would be called joro. And these were usually women of court noble descent. And they were there so that they would teach everyone the etiquette and the customs and all the cultural details, like just playing table games and so on. They all came from the court. So it was a cultural space as well. And then the third from the top on the organizational chart is the Chuo. And this is this is the pool of young women from which the shogun would choose the mother of his son, so to speak. You see, so these were usually women of, well, middling birth, you would say, from Hatamoto or Gokenin, the two groups of samurai serving the shogun. And then, you see, but that way there is, and I feel very uncomfortable because it's like, me standing at the street corner and looking for girls and choosing who would be nice for me. Okay, any middle-aged man would daydream like that every once in a while. But anyway, so of the so many young women working in the Ooku section of Edo Castle, they're always waiting for the shogun to pick one to his liking. It may be a churo, which is in the designated section to become the mother of the heir, but it may not be. And so if the shogun happens to like the maid who brought him a cup of coffee, no, they don't drink coffee, the tea, or who brought him a towel to wipe off the sweat off his face, then that maid has to first move to the churo section. And for every such move, Toshiyori would be advising the shogun, and so forth. So it was run on a very bureaucratic basis. So it was really an organization. And so I am not really surprised that when the shogun actually made love to his wife or any of his second, third, fourth wives would be, that there were other there were the Toshiori and some of the older women's staff listening in to make sure that the woman in bed does not make outrageous demands to the shogun. So this is not lovemaking. This is actually copulation. And that is why the TV drama Ooku is describing the shogunate backwards, a woman shogun and so many men serving her. So this is exactly like a beehive. And why it had to be so grotesque in a way is because, well, and it comes to my basic theoretical understanding of the Tokugawa shogunate or the Tokugawa Japan, is that the Tokugawa elite samurai were all, in fact, commoners. And so as such, there was enormous pressure from both above the Kyoto court nobility and below, all the commoners who actually know that the samurai are ordinary people, to look very special. So that's why the shogun could not just kidnap some woman he saw on the street and then impregnate her. No one would accept that. Everything had to look so formal and be run on a rule-based basis. Okay, so that will be enough for today. Okay, thank you very much. And next week.
Yes, so thank you very much, Tokugawa-san. And DJ, could you please join us?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. Thank you, Oksana. Currently, we are keen on developing the virtual space. I mean, Edoverse space. And then the one is castle ground zones. It's going to be split into 4 zones. And then we are creating zone 1. And also, maybe we mentioned in monthly Edoverse that Edo All United Soccer Stadium is under construction. So it's going to be launched. And also, Konishiki Sumo Dojo, Dohyo. Oh yeah, either fine. We are creating this space as well. And also Ukiyo-e Museum. This is a kind of a museum for NFT arts. So we'll be operated by and supported by Shinwa Wise Holdings as well. And we are implementing blended sponsor contents, which is digital twins we mentioned so far. And I think virtual space is going quite well. And we are scheduling how to realize all of the spaces. Operated with Koban and Zeni as well. So tokenomics is also considered how to use it and how to be utilized in this place. And then we just discussed how to define the principles in this MMORPG with Iehiro-san and Dominic and Nach-san and me as well. And I think kind of a basic gaming plan is quite simple and easy for anyone to participate in. And also we have many types of mini games. For example, user can come to Edoverse every day and then play easy soccer game, or like train small with Konishiki-san so that they can get some points as an experience, and then it's going to be helpful for the users to level up smoothly, something like that. So yeah, mini game and the main game is going to be implemented. We would like to show this schedule and timeline as well, and the view of this gaming by the end of this first quarter. And I think we can show something in detail around March or February to March, I guess. And also I think as you can see, the crypto market is coming back. I mean, it's going to be booming up because of two factors. One thing is Hong Kong is going to be open for all of the individual investors in crypto space, so that it's going to be legalized. If we trade with cryptocurrency in Hong Kong, it's going to be super, super crazily huge news. And Samsung in Korea is coming to Hong Kong as well. And then they're going to start kind of BTC futures as an ETF. So that, it's going to be also a huge impact. This is one thing, Hong Kong. And the other thing is Twitter. Twitter is just launched kind of, a blue registration service in which the people can use Twitter's more, a lot of functions on the Twitter's So that I think Twitter is ready to implement cryptocurrency. And then the market is reacting to the actions of Twitter. So Twitter's Hong Kong is going to be huge, nice fundamentals for the cryptocurrency stuff. So I think it's really nice timing for us to promote our NFT sales, and also Zenny and Koban will be maximized, I hope. Yeah, I think that's enough from my side. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Shinji. And we also have Martin with us. So how have you been doing, and what do you think about today's topics?
I've been doing great, thank you. I'm very excited to hear Gen's updates. Want to get in there and try that soccer game and maybe do some sumo practice, see how far I can level up. But I just wanted to go back to what Tokugawa-san was saying about the Oku, and just as ideas for future paths of development of the game. I do think it would be nice to have some roles for women in the Edoverse. And one thing we can say is that there's a lot of female characters in Japanese mythology and also the Shinto religion. So obviously the mother goddess of Japan is Amaterasu, and she is female. Then we have the Kannagi. So some kannushi are female these days, and I think that has long since been the case. And of course, in Ainu culture, we have, in Japanese, they're called noro. In the Ainu language, it's nuru. But these are female shaman, druids, priestesses, So perhaps in the distant future, we could have not only this kind of political intrigue side with the Oku, but perhaps some magical female characters as well. So that's very interesting. That's it for me, Oksana.
Yeah, thank you very much. I would like to be a magical character, please. May I?
Elven
Sure.
priestess.
Thank you. Also, Mitsushi, could you please join us?
Hi, hello. I think Edoverse continuously made a great announcement or important announcements, such as listing tokens in many crypto exchanges, including BKX and MXC Global, and we also continuously release to publicize the visuals of avatars and in-game systems and so on. I think it's very rare because I'm analyzing other projects, but many crypto projects are struggling to make important announcement in this period of crypto winter age. So I think it's very wonderful that only Edoverse project continuously publicizes many announcements continuously. I think this sort of continuous announcement made a great contribution to increase the users and the followers of Edoverse. I think even in Twitter, Edoverse has already gained over 8,000 followers. I think it's a great achievement, considering the fact that the product has not been launched yet. At this early stage, we already have a great user base who are supporting the projects. And I think, therefore, we should continuously make commitment for product development and also improvement of quality and systems inside the game and the product. I think, moreover, after FTX crisis and this cryptocurrency crisis, a lot of people started to hesitate to make investment in crypto crypto industry. But I think the counter movement has arisen so far. As the previous speaker explained, that the movement in Hong Kong is quite noticeable, and some other huge companies are trying to re-establish tokenomics and token projects. So now we should take advantage of this momentum again to overcome this winter age of cryptocurrency. That's all for me. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Mitsushi. And Dominique, could you please sum up today's session?
Yep, thank you. Yeah, clearly that actually in a winter age of cryptos, but actually the things going to change gradually. And of course, we don't know the where and when will be the bottom of the market. And then, but our project actually really don't mind much actually, because we actually want to development stage, and then we're actually doing very well, and everybody is very, very busy. That is, I think, the good for the Edoverse. And also, before just we launched the real game, I think we are really doing a lot of many different kind of some events and games, and then so people can just enjoy Edoverse even from now. Ongoing things that we actually doing this in the land NFT in the Otamon areas, actually sales and also Katana NFTs. And then we really want to just update soon about those in the land and the Katanas. I think now I think to purchase those that and then to get actually a higher status in the Edoverse in the future, I think that's the very good good for everybody just who get the NFTs. And also we are now selling the two heroes avatar in 28th of January in Ginza in Tokyo. In a single auction, Hajime Saito's and Soji Okita's, and that NFTs and also avatar in Edoverse. Only just one personality in Edoverse, and once that you become owner, that'll be big benefits and also big prestigious positions in the Edoverse community in the futures. So please actually pay attention to this auction. We want to just announce that the web catalog of the two lots of the of Shinsengumi's heroes in the auction. It's just a start from estimate will be the 5 million to the 10 million JPY, and it just bit quite sort of a price, but actually it's a very precious status just for the Edoverse community that please actually just ready for just bidding up on the 28th, okay? And then the last one monthly insider, Mr. Iehiro Tokugawa, the 19th, the Tokugawa household shogun, he hidden the 10 NFTs, not NFTs, 10 Koban tokens in Daimyo Koji district. So I think among 9,620 NFTs, land NFTs in a Daimyo Koji, but you might get actually 10 coins, the 1 coin each for the 10 different places. So we will announce that token numbers, and then you can just enjoy the Koban first, because this is going to be a first public open Kobans, and then please just this is going to be very precious, and then. We will just probably now Mr. Tokugawa is very, very busy because of NHK Tiger dramas. Dosuru Ieyasu's thinks that he is actually the straight descendant to the 19th generations. And then he's actually quite busy there to be interviewed and everywhere in the nationwide Japan. And then once that he's just going to the regional place in Japan, he travels. He's gonna hide his treasure in many different places, and then probably you can just find the treasure Kobans, and then you can just enjoy the Koban just in the Edoverse in the futures. And also that we are now started to create a soccer stadium and also sumo arena. That's going to be exciting because it's going to just start with the game too. And then we are now expanding. We try to just expand communities of Edoverse to the worldwide, and we have a now correspondent in Italy and in Portugal, and also we have a correspondent in Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, in Asian regions. We're going to expand this community, and then we're going to expand the correspondent too, and then the Edoverse community should be the global community in the future. Okay, that's about me from me today. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dominique, and thank you everybody for speaking today. And we will meet next week. Goodbye.